All right, hello everybody. I thought I would do a new training video because it's been a while since my last one, and with everything that kind of went down with Facebook and being in jail and whatnot, things changed a little bit for people. So I thought I'd go over how I now set up a party from beginning to end. So today is Tuesday. I always set up my parties on a Tuesday and do what I'm about to show you now for parties that will actually start on the next Saturday. So my parties are going to start August 24th, so today is August 20th, and it's a Tuesday. What I have open is Facebook, Consultant Corner, and we're going to go to the person's party that we are going to build out. We're going to build out Vicky's. Okay. I have my Outlook, my email open, and I have ScentShare. Okay, so those are the four things that I'm logged into, and I have tabs for my web browser at the top. We want to be on our business page, not in your personal profile, okay? So we don't want to be here, Lynn Ann Jansen Curl. This is my personal page. I want to go into Lynn Ann's Pampered Chef, my business page. From here, I'll go over to groups on the lower left, and I'll create a group. So I'm creating a group within the business page, and it's going to be Vicky's Virtual Pampered Chef Party. It's automatically going to add my personal profile as a member. I do not add the host at this point, and I'll create the group. The first thing I'll do is update the cover photo. I usually keep 2 photos that I rotate from week to week. A cover photo for weeks 1 and 3 of the month, and a cover photo for weeks 2 and 4 of the month. I usually build these in Canva, and I usually have them ready to go a month ahead of time, with the monthly guest special in the upper left corner and the monthly host special in the upper right, as well as my consultant logo in there. So I'm going to load this image in. I'm going to bring it down just a little bit so they can see August special, save it up. The next thing I'm going to do is go ahead and capture the URL. I'm going to go over to Consultant Corner. I'm going to go into the link section of this person's party in Consultant Corner, and I'm going to add that Facebook group link and save it up. So now within Consultant Corner, if someone goes to the party link, they can also see that there is an invite to join the party on Facebook there. All right, going back into Facebook. The next thing I need to do is make my personal profile an admin. So I'm going to go into the members. Right now it's literally me, myself. I wasn't invited. Anyway, next to my personal profile, I'm going to click the dots and make myself an admin and send that invite. To accept that invite, underneath the name of your group in the upper left corner, you'll have interacting as. Right now I'm interacting as my business page. I want to change that and interact as my personal profile. One is called profile, one is called page. And I've been invited to become an admin. Right at the top, as soon as I make that switch, that invite pops at the top and I can accept it. So now my personal profile is also an admin on the group. I'll go ahead and switch back and continue to interact as my business page. Once I've done this, I'm going to go in and I'm going to edit the group settings. I always add a standard description. I keep that here in ScentShare. So over in ScentShare, under my Save Templates, I have a standard virtual party template group, and I have a couple of key posts that I use on a regular basis right at the front. This one I'm really just using for this paragraph here. It's just where I store it, so I can copy and paste it easily. I go back over to Facebook, and I post my description, and I just change out the host's name. I'm going to click down, enter a couple. I'm going to go back over to Consultant Corner at this point, and I'm going to copy by clicking Share and Copy Link for the actual Pampered Chef order link. I'm going to go back over to Facebook and paste that in. So in the description that will always be at the top right of the group will be a little blurb about what this party's about, who it's for, and the link to shop for Vicky. Next, I'm going to add my app. I need to add the link for ScentShare so that ScentShare will be able to post through my business page to this business page related group. This takes, for some reason, forever and a day to load up. I don't know why that is. It's extremely annoying, but you know, it's the world that we live in. So while we're waiting on that, let's pop back over to ScentShare. I'm going to close out this post because I'm done with that. The next thing I'll be doing is actually refreshing my networks because I'm adding the app of ScentShare to my Facebook group. Okay, so let's see if this is about finished cycling. I greatly apologize. If I had the theme song to Jeopardy, I would play it for you now, but I don't. Okay, here we go. Type in Cinch, pops right up, add it, done. I usually change my color. Facebook's pretty smart about color coordinating with your cover photo, so I usually take their suggestion. Scroll down and save up those changes. Changes have been saved. I'm going to go back to my discussion. And now that I've linked ScentShare at interacting as my business page, not my personal profile, I'm going to go back over to ScentShare and I'm going to refresh those networks. What I found the last week or so is that I no longer have to link this group within ScentShare. It's automatically doing it for us. Perhaps that's just the company adjusting to the new changes with Facebook and the fact that so many direct sales folks are now using business pages and they've made it easier on us. So once that finishes loading through, it's going to find that I've now linked Vicky's virtual Pampered Chef party in here. And when I open up my Facebook pages, okay, I don't want to be in my Facebook groups. That's no, 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 no. I want to be Facebook pages. Here's my business page, Lynn Ann's Pampered Chef. This is where I want to look for linked groups. And there's Vicky's right down here at the bottom. This is where I'm going to click her heart to find her as a favorite to schedule posts for her. Okay, so I want to be linking and pushing posts from ScentShare to Vicky's virtual Pampered Chef party as Lynn Ann's Pampered Chef. So I want to make sure I'm linking the group that is within that Facebook page, not my personal profile. Make sense? Okay, now that I've done that, I'm going to go back to that standard template page, and this is my welcome post that I always shoot out first, and I always put in the host's party link here at the top, which is the last thing I happen to have copied to my clipboard, so I just hit paste because it's already been saved. And I'm going to go ahead and in the next minute, link that here to Vicky's virtual Pampered Chef party. Notice here, it's linking under my Facebook page, linked groups. I marked her as a favorite, now she's here. I changed her name, I changed her party link. So that is going to be my first welcome post that is going to push over to the Facebook group. Okay, so I'm going back into Facebook, and until 7:59, there it is. I'm going to go ahead and click refresh, and that post should come through for me. Get the whole thing out of the way. And here it is. Notice, published by ScentShare as Lynn Ann's Pampered Chef, not my personal profile. Make sure all of your posts that are coming into this group have your business page name here and not your personal profile. I mark these as an announcement. Once it's been an announcement, I can pin it to the top. You can only pin announcements to the top of your groups. You cannot pin regular posts. So I always mark this welcome to the party with the teacup, and that's my thank you for joining us. It's always at the very top of every group I do. And it's got the typical blurb with the order link, so it's always easily accessible. First thing anybody ever sees when they come into the party group is a way to order. All right, so Facebook's all set. Now we need to add our post. So here's the thing I've also learned. Right now I'm interacting as Lynn Ann's Pampered Chef. If I try to find Vicky, she's not here, because she hasn't yet liked my business page. Now, ideally, I'd love her to like my business page and then be able to add her from here. But because she hasn't followed or liked my business page, if I'm interacting as my biz page, I can't invite her as a member. Now, I can send her this link and ask her to join. But if I just change who I'm interacting as to my personal profile, where she is my friend, because I typically friend all of my hosts, now when I type in her name, here she is, and I can invite her to join this group. So I flip back to my personal profile just to be able to add and invite the host because I'm personal friends with Vicki. She has not liked my biz page yet. Once I've done it, I'm going to flip back to my biz page so I'm always interacting as my business page on these groups. And that way I'm never risking getting put in jail on my personal profile. All right, so the Facebook part is all done. Now we're going to go back over to our email. And I have an email template that I send all my hosts the Tuesday before their party starts. I'm just going to scroll and copy it. I basically created it. I sent it to myself. I can send this to you if any of you want it. I open up a new message. Previous to this, I already added Vicki as a contact for myself so I could easily reach her. Please read me tonight. Everything you need to be a rock star PC host. I'm going to paste the message, get up to the top, and then I'm going to change everything in purple. Vicki's name, and I need her show link. So back to Consultant Corner. Here's her show link, pamperedchef.com party, Vicki. I'm going to paste that in 2 spots here at the top. I don't need that little image. And down here at the bottom. I learned the hard way. Just to double check yourself, you should always hit Control and click any links that you embed in these emails. Make sure they are in fact taking you to the right place. That one is. And now I'm going to scroll back up and I need the Facebook group link. So her Facebook group link, I'm going to copy that from Consultant Corner and I'm going to paste that in this email here as well. Again, I'm just going to do a quick Control and click that link to make sure it is in fact going to the right party group, and it is. So once I know that this all looks good, I'm going to go ahead and send that email off to Vicki. So my email sent. And now I want to go, what's my next thing I want to do? I'm sorry, losing my train of thought. I did my welcome email. I'm sorry, give me 1 minute. I feel like there was something else I wanted to show you guys. In the group, oh, I know what it is. I'm going to send her a private message. Duh. All right, so I want to go in and I'm going to let Vicki know that I have now created her party. So I'm going to send her a private message, and I actually have a template for this in my Pampered Chef folder. For documents, I have a host party start welcome private message. Or I could just go to one of last week's hosts and pull up their private message chat feed and copy it over. But at any rate, I want to send this to her so that she knows what I did. So excited for your party to start Saturday. I just got your party set up and added you. Please join. Actually, I should say invited because now it's not added, it's invited. You please join. I also sent you an email with all you'll need to know. Finally, I will be adding you to a private message group for all my hosts this week. It's how I will communicate with you all daily during the party to help. You earn awesome rewards, so on, so forth, blah, blah, blah. And we're going to move this out of my way. And we're going to send that to Vicki. Okay. Now, I will go over to ScentShare, and we need to schedule her posts for the next week, right? So I'm just going to feed off of the last one I did. If there's anything I want to change because I found a typo, something's not working well, or I just want to kind of mix up my templates, I will do that change. Probably the next weeks I do, I'll have to make changes, obviously, because we'll be going into September. We won't have spring products, we'll have fall products. The customer special will change. The host rewards will change. I'm going to advertise to start booking parties in September, not August. I do have a little bit of August left to fill, so I'm going to go ahead and keep what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go into my history. I'm going to go into Facebook. I'm going to go into my pages. I always want to be working under my business page linked groups. And I'm going to go down and find, it doesn't matter, we'll do Molly's. Okay, so at the moment, the last post that went for today was the 6:09 p.m. So that's kind of where I'm leading off. Now I tell you that because we also need to open up our pending list. and we need to go to Facebook pages and Lynn Ann's Pampered Chef and our linked groups, and we need to find Molly, and the next post goes at 8:40, okay? So just whenever you're doing this, you want to figure where's your cutoff. My cutoff is on the Tuesday between 6:09 and 8:40. And I just make a little note of that for myself, because right now my template's kind of split in half. Half of it's gone out, half of it's pending. And I have to schedule everything now for my next set of hosts. All right, so instant share. I'm going to select all. I am going to uncheck this first one that went the Tuesday before her party started, because that timing would throw the entire rest of the template off. We basically want to get going at 8 a.m. on Saturday. From here, I'll do a batch post. And I have, let's see, Vicki. Okay, we're going to schedule Vicki. Her posts are going to start Saturday at 8:01 a.m. I don't know why I pick 8:01, I just do. And then my next one will be 8:03, 8:05, 8:07, 8:09, 8:11. Just keep going every 2 minutes, space them out. You can space them out 5 minutes, 10 minutes, depending on how many you have and whatever you're comfortable with. I spread them 2 minutes apart, and I've never had any trouble with Facebook on that. So that template, this first post, I wanted to launch out Saturday morning, a.m., 8:01. So I'm going to apply that interval and schedule that batch. Okay, so that got me scheduled for Vicki through August 20th. 6:09 p.m. was scheduled, and that's kind of where I've left off. Now I need to go into my pending. And I want to find the same host I'm working off of as an example. So I used Molly down here, so I want to use Molly up here, because when I find and replace names and links, that's going to be important. And I'm going to select all the other posts for this party template that need to go out. And I'm going to do another batch post. This is again for Vicki as far as who it's going to. But where did I leave off? Tuesday. The next one should go at 8:40 p.m. 8:40 p.m. next Tuesday. This should pick up where the other one left off. Apply the interval, schedule the batch. Okay, now before I leave Molly's thing here, it's going to be easiest for me if I just grab one of these posts where I know her order link is, and I go ahead and give it a copy, because I am going to need to replace the order link. Okay, now in pending, we're going to go to Vicki. So we use Molly to pull the template. Vicki is the new party starting this coming Saturday, August 24th, that we're scheduling. So starting at 8:01 a.m., and I just kind of spot check myself. Then we go to the 25th, and then we go to the 26th, a couple more on the 26th, then we get into the 27th, right? Now here's where I left off, right? This was the last post from today, August 27th, 6:01, August 27th, 8:40. Then we go into happy hour. Okay, so we just make sure all of these are looking like we want them to look, and they look good. Okay. All right, now you just keep scrolling through, make sure everything looks good. Friday, August 30th, perfect. Technically go through the 31st, and there we go. AM to PM, make sure that all looks right for yourself. So this looks good. So now we want to do a find and we want to select everything. We want all the posts selected, and we want to do a find and replace on Molly's party order link. Go back to Consultant Corner. I want to copy Vicki's party order link, and I'm going to put that in ScentShare and match on the whole word. So the whole word match, and here are all the different posts, right, where that link is. Shows me in yellow, red's what it was, yellow is what it's going to be. I scroll all the way down and I update my posts. I go back and do another find and replace. This time I'm going to do the word Molly's for the word Vicki's, plural. That's the first one I'm going to do. That's going to appear a couple times in my template. There's one, and there's two. I update that. And one final find and replace for me, if you're using my template, singular Molly for Vicki, And that's going to be in a few different spots as I scroll through. Sorry if I'm making you sick to your stomach. And then down towards the bottom. Update posts. And then I can deselect, clear the selection for all these. So Vicky's all set. Vicky has a Facebook group. Vicky has been notified that her group is built and that she has an email with everything she needs to know. Vicky has her party scheduled in ScentShare, so it's all ready to launch out. So Vicky is all the way done. I'm going to repeat this for my other hosts for this week. Once I have all of them created, I will go into Private Messenger. I will create a new group. I will call the group Rockstar PC Hosts August 24th week. And I will add Vicky. And then I will add everyone else as well. So who else is in this week? Let's see, Heather Holt will be in this one. Here she is. Okay, so whomever my hosts are, they're going to go in here together. I'll create that, and then I'll send them their Tuesday welcome message. And actually, let me just, as long as I'm in here, let me just do this really quickly. Sorry. Add people. Okay. I got Vicky. I'm going to have Heather. I have Sasha. And I have Nikki Lehman. Okay. So they're all here. Okay, so there's my 4 hosts for this week. I only have 4 this week. So in my PC folder, I also have PC images. In host coaching, I have a host coaching document that I feed off of. Now, this one I created after watching a webinar with Steve. I can't think of his last name, but he's an executive national director. He's amazing. So Intro Tuesday, here's everything that I need to copy and paste over into that private message. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and start this communication with this group. Now, another easy thing for me to do would be to go find, let's say, August 10th. Okay, so what was my last discussion feed that I had? And because I do the same template and the same messages every single time, I can just take 1 week to the next and just copy and paste it over. But all right, so for example, Intro Tuesday. Intro Tuesday, notice it's the exact same messaging, same wording. First, let's get blah, 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 blah. Okay, so then we're going to forward this over to this new group. And I have a couple other blurbs for them. The first day is a little bit long as far as the private messaging goes, but I'm communicating more with them on the first day when I've set everything up just to make sure they know what's going on than I tend to throughout the rest of the week. So, and then I always give them a to-do. Please reply with a thumbs up. Let me know that you saw this and all that good stuff. Okay. All right. So their private message group is out the door and they're ready to go. So I'm done with that, and then I'll just keep going through and repeating that for each of my hosts that I have coming up this week. I hope that helps you guys, and that's kind of the best way to do it with business pages and making sure no one ends up in Facebook jail. So hopefully you're ready to go build a party and get going. Enjoy, everybody.